Hey guys, what is up? This is Mr. A. Crizzy here, and welcome back to another movie review. In today's movie review, I'm going to be reviewing the new Amazon Prime Video original film, which recently came out like a few days ago. Came out last Friday, and so that would be December 1st that I'm talking about. And so this review is on Candy Cane Lane. Candy Cane Lane stars Eddie Murphy, Julian Bell, and yeah, and of course the movie's also directed by Reginald Hudin, whatever you want to pronounce his name. But yeah, so in this movie, Candy Cane Lane is about a man named Chris Carver who makes a deal with a mischievous elf named Pepper, and of course she basically casts a magic spell that brings the 12 Days of Christmas to life. And then of course Chris Carver, and then of course the 12 Days of Christmas coming to life ends up going completely wrong, and so Chris Carver has to do whatever he can and to try and collect all these rings, and hopefully get his normal life back. And yeah, so when I first heard about this movie, excuse me, pardon me. When I first heard about this movie, it did look like a pretty funny. It might be like one of those movies where it's basically like another Eddie Murphy comedy film. I mean, it's still pretty cool seeing Eddie Murphy back in newer films again. But this movie kind of did interest me, so I streamed it off Amazon Prime Video when it came out, and Candy Cane Lane, for what it is, it's just a pretty decent, like pretty good and decent Christmas comedy film that came out. And there are some scenes in this movie where the humor can get a little predictable, but sometimes the humor itself can get a little funny, but not really saying much. But there are some positives I have with the film, like Eddie Murphy. Like I thought Eddie Murphy was actually pretty good in the film as Chris Carver, and Julian Bell I thought did pretty decent as Pepper, because I think it's pretty interesting how excuse me. I think it's pretty interesting how Julian Bell actually played two villains in two streaming movies. Because last month in November, Julian Bell previously played the villain in Good Burger 2, while here she plays another villain. She plays another villain in Candy Cane Lane. Yeah, so that's two streaming releases that have Julian Bell playing the villain. And yeah, and of course Reginald Hudin, like the director's name, that director person also directed the Eddie Murphy film Boomerang, which came out a long time ago during like the 90s or something like that. If I'm right or something, but yeah. So, oh yeah, and plus even the movie itself is also produced by Brian Grazer, because this movie's not only from Amazon MGM Studios, but it's also from Imagine Entertainment. Like Imagine Entertainment, they don't really release their movies theatrically anymore, because I think nowadays Imagine Entertainment is more used to like releasing their films on streaming. I think since 2020, because Imagine Entertainment hasn't really released anything in theaters like in a while, like in years, but. But it's perfectly fine, because, and I think Brian Grazer actually did a pretty solid job producing this film, since, Brian Grazer has been working at Imagine Entertainment for a really long time. And for what it is, Candy Cane Lane I thought was a pretty decent, fun enough movie with Eddie Murphy. Maybe it could also be entertaining to watch for the holiday Christmas season as well. Because I was also looking forward to this other Amazon Christmas movie which we were supposed to get this year, but I think we're gonna have to wait till next year. It's called Red One. Red One's actually that one with Dwayne Johnson, like Red One, and it's got like, yeah, but I'm sure filming already completed earlier this year, but we're probably not gonna get it this year. We're gonna have to wait till next year when Red One comes out, because I might be interested to see how Red One turns out, like with Dwayne Johnson. Pardon me. But yeah, this review is on Candy Cane Lane, so. And yeah, it's like, and I gotta say, the best way I can describe Candy Cane Lane, it's just like, Candy Cane Lane's pretty much almost like a I can easily describe this as like a decent fun enough movie for the holiday season. Even with Eddie Murphy back in newer films these days, and it's kind of cool to see Eddie Murphy back in acting in movies again. And this was just a fine enough Christmas movie. So overall, Candy Cane Lane was a fine enough holiday movie, and I'm gonna give Candy Cane Lane 3.5 out of 5 stars. So yeah, if you have Amazon Prime Video, and if you're bored one day, if you're bored one day throughout the Christmas season, or something, then I say feel free to check this out if you want. And there you have it, guys. That's going to be it for my movie review on Candy Cane Lane. And that's going to be it for this video, so make sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't yet. And as always, thanks for watching, and until next time, this is Mr. A. Crizzy saying, goodbye everybody, and that's about it.